Holy fuck, Chainsaw Man! You don't even get a 3, 2, 1.
Holy shit!
So, David, I, so I guess I'll start as the one that was super hoping that this girl would be good because here's the thing. My biggest weakness as someone who's only had one girlfriend, meanwhile, David over here, what are you at? The big old 1-0, big old 10 X's you got going on?
I've surpassed Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, you're what a mad lad. What a experienced veteran over here.
Fucking Christ, man.
But I say that because...
But can I say, bitch, I told you so.
The innocence, it's still there, you know, like any attractive woman who like looks at me nice, I'll be like, they're clearly the most pure and innocent in the world. So the innocence is coming out there, and so I am the sad, but at the same time, loving her design as the bomb devil. Holy shit, fucking love it. Wow.
Oh man,
this motherfucker. See, now I need to go back all the chapters she's been in and see if like I want to see if he like foreshadowed the little grenade pull pin on her neck.
I mean, then she's got the ripcord for the chainsaw. She's got the pin.
That's fucking awesome. She blows her head up. And then did you notice too, like to get like speed, like her speed blitz, she like exploded like forward. Yeah. She like so I imagine she's almost like Yang from Rubying right now, like except it's her whole body exploding her places.
It's not just the gauntlets. It's just
she just explodes in a general direction. You know what? I'll be honest. Like this series is known for being wacky. If I was the author, I would have gone one step further. I would have made it so every time she explodes, it literally does blow her apart. So, like, how much funnier would it be if to get somewhere quick, she just blew her, like, mist and chunks an area and then reformed there?
Jesus.
Like, boom!
The
and then they get, like, covered in her goo.
They
get covered in, like, her goo, and then she has to reform. Like, sorry, it's just quicker this way.
So, remember... I don't know if you ever played it, but viewers, if you remember the shitty game Never Dead, which was, like, Konami's last... not Metal Gear game. It was a game where basically if you took damage, body parts would fall off. It'd be like that, but more graphic.
Yeah. I love it already. I'm very curious to see how she'll fight, considering one of her moves was just blowing her fucking head off. Unless, well, I guess that was just the reveal, but like I certainly hope... It's almost going to remind me of a realistic version of Mr. 5 from One Piece. And I don't know how long it's been for you, David, with the Alabasta arc. But if you remember, in One Piece, Mr. 5 was the guy with the bomb fruit. And he could explode any part of his body and it would just like... But, you know, because it's One Piece and it's not super graphic, it would just kind of like magically be back, right? Like, so like, he had cool moves. Like, one of my favorites was where he would like... You know what a clothesline is? Like, where you take your arm and just like right in their neck, like clothesline them.
You're talking to the wrestling fan.
Okay,
here.
fair. So he would basically clothesline motherfuckers and like right as his arm met their neck, blow the fucking arm up. He fought really interestingly. And but so I could see that, but in Chainsaw Man, realistic, you know, to the point of like this is going to be gruesome.
Hey, let me just give you a hug.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, resist urge to make terrorist joke. David, make the joke, David. You take the bullet for me.
No, Jesus
take
Christ.
The bullet, David.
Remember, no Russian.
No, yeah, well, she's a Russian terrorist. It's Hillary Clinton's wet dream. I knew they existed.
See, there's one manga over here. They exist, damn it.
Oh man, that was a good joke. High five me. Hell yeah. All right. Also, another question for you, being the man with countless ex-girlfriends, have you ever had a kiss experience like that?
No, I've never had my tongue bit off.
Damn it. Well, what was your thoughts?
That was clever.
God, like, the review...
And
oh, sorry, go ahead and finish your thoughts.
Just, uncomfortable.
This mangaka, like, there's an art to being able to reveal something correctly, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like every reveal in this series is so jarring to me, and I don't know how he does it, but it's like I'm sitting there, and you know, I'm still hanging on to the theory like maybe she really does like him, yada yada. So when they have that kiss under the fireworks, I'm like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm like, Denji, oh my god, he got a kiss that wasn't puke. Yay, good for him, right? And then all of a sudden, there's a little, like in the lower left of one of the pages, like there's like a weird like red line. Or, well, it's not red, but like, it's like a dark line. I'm like, what is that? What's going on here? I'm not kidding you. I thought it was gonna be like the anime like nosebleed thing at first.
Right.
So I'm sitting there like, what's that? What's that? That's weird. And then the fucking reveal. I'm like, oh, I just literally just like leaned my head back and I was like, oh no, oh no. And then like, let's not forget, before she even goes bomb devil, she's got some skills with the knife, bro. Like,
oh yeah,
slice. And I can see this in the anime. Like, he goes to fucking pull his like ripcord or whatever, and then just like, bing, his arm just falls, or his hand just falls off. Like,
nope.
This needs an anime. This would benefit so greatly from an anime. I just can't even fucking fathom.
And then, can we just give props to Shark Devil?
Oh yeah, what did I fucking say? What have I been saying since Shark Devil was introduced?
He's the adoring fan.
Even before this motherfucker was like assigned to watch him, I was like, he's the sacrificial pawn because he's the least interesting. I don't care what you think. You're wrong if you disagree with me. I'm kidding. Slightly, halfway. But like, let's be honest, he's kind of the least interesting of the ones they introduced in that chapter, at least in my opinion. So I was like, he seems like a character that's going to be simple and just kind of be like a sacrificial pawn. I have a feeling Bomb Devil gonna fuck him up. I knew he was gonna be, because I mean, like that ability is just prime for saving people, you know. And even she looked surprised. She was like, "What the fuck?" You know. So it's gonna happen. Fucking Shark Devil's gonna die, and I don't know if anyone's gonna be choked up about that. I don't know if he's been around long enough. I don't know. But what do you think?
I don't think he's really been around long enough, but I mean, he can go out like a hero.
No! Shark Devil got to... He was so wholesome. He just wanted friendship.
We only got Shark Boy. We couldn't afford the rights to the Lava Girl.
Lava Girl! Okay, go join. He's with Lava Girl now. In copyright hell. I wanted to find, there's a moment where when he's discussing why he wants to stay at the Bureau, I'm happy to see things are going better for him because he's like, one, he's able to walk around without being monitored, unless you count, I don't know if the Shark Boy's there to monitor him, because that is kind of monitoring, but like, either way, that's cool that he has free reign. Like, I noticed that too, you know, he's like he can just walk around, he can go to movies, he can go to restaurants, like, he's not being, you know, watched. And I imagine if he can go to restaurants and do all this shit, I imagine he's being paid. Right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, not a bad life, you know, like, so he makes a good point here, and I like, he has some wholesome stuff. He's just like, I'm gradually learning how to handle my buddy's shitty personality. I assume he's talking about the shark guy there. And then he says, I'm finally getting along with the guy who is a jerk. I assume he's talking about Aki there. Mm-hmm. And then the goal, of course, is getting the pieces of the Gun Devil to do, remind me, it was Makima said she'd do anything, and he wanted to, you know, fuck, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, also, just a side question. Is this, besides hentai, is this the only manga that you've ever seen where the main character's end goal is sex? Because I just thought about that I literally, like, his end goal is sex. Like,
you raise a great point there, Red. Like, let us know in the comments if there's another
that's not like specifically meant to be like lewd, right? Like, because the main point of this series is not to be lewd, right? So like, you can't just be like, oh, this hentai, or, you know, what's that fucking hentai, or the anime I just binged with the fucking
Shinomata.
Yeah. I just finally watched that. If you know what that is, oh boy, recommend it. Well, spell that for the kind folks, David.
Fuck you.
All right,
I'll
say it again.
Shinomata. I'll put it up in the.
No, you won't. I'll just fucking spell it right now. I have it on recently searched. Okay, it's SHIMONETA. If you want a anime, basically the premise is it's a world where they've outlawed dirty jokes. Ow. And like everyone is like so pure they don't even know how babies are made, and then like there's a lewd terrorist who is basically like trying to bring back pervertedness to the world, and they're branded as a terrorist for that. It's beautiful. Go watch that. But yeah, other than that, I mean, that's basically the chapter, and we're gonna set up probably a pretty kick-ass fight here. And there's emotional stakes. This is what I've been waiting for. Fights are always better with emotional stakes because Denji had kind of some cool moments with her. So like, I imagine this can be kind of emotional because again, I want to know if there's any genuineness to her feelings, or is it because like here, question, and then I'll let you get to your point. Is this just the Bomb Devil in disguise, or is she similar to Denji in the sense that it's a human who is housing the Bomb Devil? or contracting with the Bomb Devil.
I would say the latter here.
That would make more sense. Yeah, I guess that because it's very, the parallels are pretty strong. She pulls the thing, and that's like how she activated, right? So yeah, so I want to see what like I really want to delve more into Rize, what her personality is, who is she really? What are her goals? What does she want? Because she made a contract with the Bomb Devil. I assume it's the Bomb Devil that wants the heart. Why does she want it? What's the contract they came out to?
I would assume.
I imagine the Bomb Devil promised to give her something if she got the heart, similar to the Typhoon Devil, So I want to know where Rize stands in this, what her end goal is, because I still think there's hope in her being redeemed, because that's typically how these things go. But who knows? We'll see.
The question now is, did she make multiple contracts because she was seen last chapter communicating with the Typhoon Devil?
Well, that is true, because he said, I didn't know it was you. Now, was he speaking of the Bomb Devil there, or the actual girl?
Right, so...
Hold on, let me go back to that chapter and see how it's worded.
And the question is, did she go full yandere and chop Denji up out of rejection, or out of pure...
Yeah, that's a good point, right? Yeah, you could spin it like that if you wanted to make it, bro. Oh my god. Chainsaw Man's version of a yandere, where they can actually, like... Because most yandere, they always, like, blue balls you. It's like, oh, I'm gonna stab you, but they never do. This is a yandere that will, and has.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Let me find the part where she's talking to the Typhoon Devil. No. He says, okay, so the Typhoon Devil, so she says, I suppose you're the... Oh, yeah, I forgot. They typoed it. I suppose you're the one keeping us stuck in the school with the storm, Typhoon. And then Typhoon says, I had no idea you were here, Miss Rize. And then she orders... Yeah, you're right. She orders the Typhoon Devil to clean up the corpse. So that... Yeah, I guess, is there a limit of how many contracts a devil can make? Because clearly the Typhoon Devil had a contract with the weird Scarface guy. But also, It seems like she's ordering him and like, okay, well, don't let it happen again, and also clean up this corpse. So either A, she has a contract with many, or B, the Typhoon Devil is just scared of her power. Potentially, the Typhoon Devil knows that the Bomb Devil is stronger because, again, the hierarchy of devils seems to be the amount of fear that humans have of them. So I can see people being more scared of bombs than typhoons. Both are pretty terrifying, but yeah, bombs is more on my head anyway. So like potentially Typhoon Devil's like, oh, fine, I'm fucking with the Bomb Devil, or it's a contract. Who knows? Or maybe she's some sort of mad lad that has like 1 million contracts, but like then it would have to be explained how does she have that many contracts? Because typically that many contracts would require a lot of sacrifice on her part. A lot to be answered here.
Yeah, she's another Makima.
Bruh. He just... who was it? Was it someone in the comments that just talked about how unlucky Denji is with women? I gotta... Well, now that I mentioned their comment, I gotta find it. Shout them out. Cause, let's discuss that. Denji's luck with women. Jesus.
Yeah, it was like, first kiss, puke. Fucking... Oh, my God. The ghetto lifestyle when he... was first introduced, where he's not able to afford food. Of course,
man, Denji's luck with girls is absolutely terrible. One is playing using him. One is playing him like a fiddle and probably wants to use/kill him as well. One tried to kill him. One tries to kill him to pass the time and doesn't flush or bathe and probably smells of cat litter and pads her chest. Jesus power. And the latest edition is a trap. And that's without even mentioning Barf Girl. Bless her heart. Steel Ram. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah,
that speaks for itself.
Good God. His luck in general is terrible. It's ridiculous. I relate to him so much.
Yeah, that seems to be a theme with Denji. He's just kind of it's like series of unfortunate events centered around one guy.
He's the Crow of the series in a way.
God. Oh, man. I hope whoever voice acts him doesn't have some sort of controversy around them.
Oof.
Vic Mignogna to dub Denji. No, that would not fit. That voice does not fit at all. Vic Mignogna's got the yaoi fucking pro tag voice. Well, hello there, ladies. That is not Denji.
Or he just
oh yeah, Vic Mignogna to do his best fucking Broly impression. Vic Mignogna for who could he do a voice for in this series?
Nobody's blacklisted.
No, because Viz still works with them. Viz has no standards.
True.
Remember, like, he finished the JoJo Part 4 dub as Rohan, and he's still, like, working with them. Like, so, again, I have no opinions on the matter. It is just funny that because I don't know how I feel about canceling an entire person's career, but, like, yeah, I mean, it is just funny that one company is like, fuck you, and the other company is like, meh. Says a lot about the companies.
Yeah. Well, let's be realistic. The only good dub that Viz does is JoJo. Oh, wait, that's the only dub they do anymore.
Oh, yeah, no, Viz is, like, definitely lower quality than Funimation when it comes to dubbing, for sure. Like, they just kind of shit stuff out. But either way, yeah, I guess that's most of the chapter here. You have any final thoughts?
I mean, realistically, yeah, you're right. That's pretty much all of the chapter.
It's still good, though. I have no issue with chapter.
No,
like, next chapter might just be action. We might just come on here and be like, holy fuck, wasn't it crazy when the Bomb Devil fucking blew her clit off and shot it like a bullet through his throat?
Clit bullets!
I was wondering how you were going to respond to that, and I feel like that was clit bullet. I was all right. First person to comment "clip bullet" gets pinned. Just you get to this moment that I know you watch to the end. You comment "clip bullet." First person, I'm pinning your comment. And then people come into the fucking video will just be like, "Why is clip bullet pinned?"
You know what? That's peace.
Peace. That's beautiful.